So first I'm going to take my concealer pen by Maybelline and I'm just going to coat my eyelid. Now I'm taking my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush and I'm just going to blend that in using a tapping motion. Next I'm going to take a blending brush from the Morphe Holiday Collection and go in with this shade right here. I'm going to tap it into my crease. Using this as my transition shade. Once I get it nice and tapped in, I'm going to start blending it out. Then I'm going to take my base shadow brush from Real Techniques and go in with Lilac Lavender shade here. With this palette, it works best if you tap the shade in first and then blend. I'm just going to tap that into my crease and blend it out. Taking my brush and just kind of fluffing it outward, back and forth, and then circular motions up to my brow. Now I'm going to take my other base shadow brush from Real Techniques and go in with the darker purple shade. And I'm going to tap that right in the outer corner and flick it out in a V shape, kind of create that little bit of cat eye, and then bring it back in my crease. Bringing that lower than the other shade. Then I'm going to take my ankle blended brush by Look Good Feel Better and go into the hot pink shade. Now I'm going to take my new favorite mixture for cutting my crease, which is the Too Faced Glitter Glue and the Colourpop Concealer in Fair 04. Just take a dab of both. Got my mixture and my Morphe 107, maybe 72, it's rubbing off. My flat thin detailing brush, and I'm going to mix that up. I'm going to take my magnifying mirror so I can get nice and close. And to cut my crease, I'm going to draw a line right above the lash line. I'm going to look up, see where it's hitting, and fill it in. I like to bring it slightly above the center of my eye so that I see that color. And just kind of making sure that I don't have any gaps in the concealer on my eyelid. I want it to be nice and smooth. And even if I get a little gap, I'll just tap over it because that glitter primer makes it pretty sticky. Gives the shadow a nice grip. Now, and if you get it a little unclean, I just flip my brush over and I'll clean it right up. And I'll try to bring it out as much as I bring the other one out. And I'll tap on the corner, bring it out just a little bit more. I'm gonna take my Deluxe, well no, this is the base shadow brush from Real Techniques. Go in with that dark purple shade and just tap it on the corners. And flick it on the edges. Now I'm going to take my fluffy shader brush from Miracles Makeup. I'm going to first go in with, then I'm going to go in with this shade, and then I'm going to go in with the yellow in the inner corner. So I'm just taking that shade and tapping it in, and once I get it nice and coated on the concealer glitter primer mix, I'm just tapping it back and forth. And then I'm going to flip my brush on the other side, go in with that brighter orange shade, tap it in. Gonna flip the brush back around, make sure I didn't lose the other shade. Then I'm going to grab my Sigma E34 and go with my yellow shade. Yellow has always been a color that I have to really build up and pack on. Now I'm just going to blend those shades back and forth. I'm taking a Morphe pointed small blender brush just to blend those back and forth so that there's easy transitions in between each shade, no harsh lines. Then I'll take that deep purple again on the outside. And just to make sure I didn't lose any of that, I'm gonna take that M560 by Morphe and go right above, adding a lot of color. I'm gonna take my angled blending brush with that hot pink shade, just tap it up there. Gonna take my wing liner by The Balm. I'm gonna make my wing. Best black matte liner in the game. Now I'm gonna take my lashes, my Beats by Katie lashes. I'm going to trim my lash in the front. I'm gonna take my Tweezerman pointed tweezer. Taking my fancy eyelash glue. I'm gonna grab the corners. Make sure my lash is nice and flexible. I'm gonna press it on the center. Once it gets on there, I'm gonna bring the other two corners. So we got this one right above. So taking my Kojo pen by Pop Beauty in inky purple, I'm gonna hit my waterline. I'm gonna take whatever left from my mixture and just rub that under here to really make that purple pop. Taking the other end of my eyeliner pen and just smudging that concealer mixture in a little bit. Taking my Morphe 431 and lighter purple shade. I'm just going under my lash line. Taking my mascara, Flourish by Lash Splash from CoverGirl, and blending it in my lashes with my falsies and hitting my bottom lash line. Then I'm taking my Morphe M56 and going in with this shade. Just taking a tapered eyeshadow brush from the Beauty Supply store and going in with that same shade that I used to highlight my inner corner. And I'm taking that same angled blending brush without adding any more product and making sure that everything is all blended in. I want to add a little bit more of that deep purple shade right above. And that is it for the eyes. I'm going to finish my face and I'll be right back. So today I'm going to be trying out the Holidays Photo Finish Trial Primer Trio. It has the Primer Water, Photo Finish, Smooth and Blur, and Primer Plus Moisturizer. And I mean, they're pretty good sizes, perfect for traveling. I'm just going to spray my face because it's a little dry and itchy right now. I'm going to go in with this first, the primer and moisturizer in one. The Photo Finish Smooth and Blur, and I'm just going to focus that in my T-zone. I actually got this set on sale for $15 at Sephora. Very smooth, but not quite like silicone, like thick, you know. Very, not necessarily watery, because you see it's just like sitting there, it's not running down my face. It almost feels a little greasy, it's weird. Taking my Holy Grail foundation, Lancome Tan Idol, and 500 Suede. I've been loving this foundation brush from Morphe Holiday Collection. Of course, it doesn't have a name. And I like to blend, but then tap, and then alternate, and making sure that I hit my chin and ear, but then wipe it off my earring. My coworker for Secret Santa gave me this cute little cup. It says, "This wine tastes like I'm not going to work tomorrow." I'm enjoying a Sauvignon Blanc today. Holy Real for cream contouring espresso stick. Well, Fenty Beauty espresso stick. Fenty Beauty matchstick and espresso. I'm taking my all-time favorite concealer from NARS in Almond, which is French for almond, according to Auntie Jackie. And Shayla says to always bring it towards the outer corner of the bridge of your nose. Next, I'm taking the Soft Blend Concealer F64 from Sigma to blend that all in. And with my concealer, I like to start on the outside, pulling it, well, blending it outward first, and then tapping it in up under the eye. Next, I am taking my G41, taking my G38 to blend out my contour. I want to make sure that I bring the product upward, not just downward. When I bring it downward, I like to tap it in and make sure that I'm brushing it upward. Sometimes my arm gets really tired, and I wonder why I do. But I'm coming pretty proficient at using both hands. Am I the only one who can use both hands? Sometimes I feel like I'm in training for if I ever injure my right hand. To set my under eye, I'm going to be using the Illuminating Banana Powder from Dermablend. Taking my Real Techniques setting powder brush, tapping it in the cap. I'm going to hit my places that are least oily with this powder. Then I like to take my Milk Makeup Blur and Set. This one is what I mean by having a cap. Taking my Miracles Makeup Powder Brush, just tapping that in and setting the rest of my face. I'm taking my tapered pointed blending brush. I'm going to be going in with the dark brown shade from my palette, starting at my hairline or my sideburns, and going in circular motion. Warming up just a little bit more, taking my Real Techniques blush brush, going right above where I contoured and over. And for blush, I'm going to be using for highlight, taking this shade. Taking that primer water, I'm gonna let that